How do you see it? Their mission, our manumission from the tedium of manual labor prone to err, and give us room perhaps to bring our finer faculties to bear. Androids and automatons have been around for decades now, commissioned to take care of tasks requiring a certain degree of precision. Surgeon robots in hospitals and robotic welding arms in factories have long left the phantasmagorical pages of sci-fi books and become run-of-the-mill reality. The accomplishments of man-made machines were at first mostly mechanical. It is of course very well worth remembering that attempts to imitate the human nervous system gave birth to basic neural networks that could be exploited to solve some complex problems like that of the itinerant salesman. But their abilities still look too childish, if not embryonic, next to those of the human brain. Controversial though it ended, to many observers, IBM's 1997 success in building a supercomputer christened Deep Blue that blued and reddened the legendary Garry Kasparov in the face by only as many as 19 moves was an eloquent climacteric that marked the approach of an era when machines could outsmart even the smartest of men. Yet later developments and directions of technology sent that incident into relative oblivion. But with its recent riveting advances, artificial intelligence has sprung to the fore as the subtologer of human technological achievements in early 21st century. AI is now no longer a dream, but is the consummate man-made cream to imitate, simulate, and perhaps emulate himself. So on a par and neck is AI with its human counterpart that not only men in the street but also experts can hardly differentiate between the output of a machine and that of its maker, and these astounding advances seem unstoppable. Every day we wake up to a fascinating feature of AI that was but a dream a year or two ago. Most unbelievably, AI can now emote and understand our feelings. Like everything else, AI has its own pros and cons, but on a much larger scale. You may now do wonders with AI by dint of a simple app or click, and there you go, abracadabra. The gamut of tasks that can be accomplished by AI is so wide and varied that leaves you at a loss if man may still vie with machines for quality. With AI excelling at so many levels and in so many fields, chances are we will soon be witness to large cuts in the labor force and flocks of people losing their jobs. But I believe that is just the tip of the iceberg. Let me illustrate. 30-odd years ago, when I was but a teenager, I was watching the first episode of the Terminator franchise. To me, and perhaps to many of my peers and elders, the scriptwriter had somewhat overraked the pudding. How could that be, after all? Yet, more than 30 years on, it seems that the movie was prophesying the frightening future and raising the million-dollar question. What happens if man loses the contest for knowledge to machines? What if man is outwitted by his own product? What if machines gain the upper hand and have us all at their mercy? With machines acquiring an ever-expanding level of intelligence and being constantly invested with sensitive information regarding the health status of societies, military systems, tactical weapons, and much more, the day may come that they perceive us as rivals or at best superfluous, and by then they will have learned how to do just the opposite of their routine to serve us and instead bring us to ruin. Machines invading, enslaving, eradicating humans or some other scenario. Like labor, change usually comes with pain. I don't want to sound like an antediluvian mossbag fearing change or some nervous Nelly nagging and lagging, but I do worry AI might prove to be the nemesis of mankind. Another view might be that AI might help us grow our intelligence and thereby reach hitherto unimaginable heights and depth. But let us not forget that the presupposition to this happy scenario is that AI is and will remain but a tool in our hands and not the other way around. Yet, will that always be? This time, we seem to have really lighted the blue touch paper under ourselves, and who is to say what good or ill it will do to us and the world we infest? That we might one day be overpowered by some superior alien intelligence is no new human obsession, but succumbing to our own product will be both ironic and tragic. AI has set alarm bells ringing for the human race, and judging by more than just the cut of its chip, it may not flatter to deceive. The question is whether we will remain the masters of our fate or as subjects on machines but wait. We have topped the life ladder throughout history at the cost of the earth and its other inhabitants. No species has been more detrimental to itself, its hearth and home, and other species than us. Should machines ever replace us as the smartest form of life, let us hope that they will heed our mistakes and be more understanding and kinder to this planet, the universe, and all that is.